Okay, hello everyone. We are in, it is actually Sylvania, Ohio, just outside Toledo. And out here doing some work and looking at some properties, actually quite a few of them. And I wanted to do a quick video on an inside of a vacant foreclosed home here in Sylvania, just outside Toledo. Kind of go over a couple things here. This is a pretty bad one. So I wanted to walk through the house. We'll do the interior first and then go to the outside and kind of go over some of the things that we're thinking about doing. First, the house's value is about $80,000. And you know, the condition the house is in, you'll see it's not worth $80,000. So we're going to go over kind of what we think it'll cost to rehab this and put it back on the market. So we'll start here with the living room. This is the old paneling, the old 70s stuff here. This is all obviously got to come off and put sheetrock up. Here are the floors. These are small tiles, vinyl tiles, which quite possibly could be asbestos. I'm not sure. I haven't pulled any up, but they are the small little ones. And for anyone who does not know, any of these small tiles that are old in older homes, you have the possibility of them having the asbestos glue on the back of them. So you want to make sure you check that out. And also that's a good little tactic there to negotiate with if they're still down. So that's something you got to look into. So here, there's tiles over here and tiles all the way throughout the main living areas, not the bedrooms, but the main living areas. So here's the sheetrock over here in the living room area. They do have old windows, so these windows will have to be taken out. You can see these are the old wooden ones, single pane, not very energy efficient, so in order to be able to sell it quickly, you probably want to get rid of those. Now we'll go into the dining room, or what I think is the dining room anyway. Again, some paneling on the walls, and this was, I think, wallpaper on this wall, and again, the asbestos, well, I won't say asbestos, the vinyl tiles, and a wall air conditioner. Not very well done. I'm assuming this was a window at one point that the previous owner decided to put in a wall air conditioner. So that'll have to be removed and replaced. You see the vent down here for the heating. Might be something we think about trying to put in central air, but I'm not sure. Now into the kitchen. This is wallpapered and old cabinets, and again, stripped off wallpaper on the backside wall. The floor is a little disgusting, but again, the vinyl flooring, these I don't think have the possibility of being asbestos. So they're a little bit bigger, even though they're older, but you never know. There is gas in the home. You can see here a gas stove. Pretty dirty, but that's typical when you're looking at these types of houses. So here we would strip all the wallpaper, pull out the cabinets, and I wouldn't redo or try to reconfigure this at all. What I may think about doing is, rip it all out, put some decent cabinets in here, and maybe a kitchen island. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it is a pretty large open kitchen. The washer and dryer are in here. That may need to stay. Cost-wise, I don't know if that'll be something that we want to move, but you can always put a stackable in there and use the other half as a pantry. Pull that portable dishwasher out and put it in somewhere over here. Try to get more cabinets and probably put more cabinets on this wall, which is a waste. So now we'll go through the dark dining room. Put some lighting in here. Obviously new lighting all throughout. There is the light missing in there. That's why it's dark. Oh, off of the dining room is the garage, which is just a typical one car. I think it's a tandem garage. It's pretty long, the full length of the house. So that's something we're not going to mess with. Probably maybe just sheetrock and tape it and leave it. Maybe spray it with some primer. Now here's the hallway. Again, the paneling goes all the way throughout. That'll come off, put sheetrock on. The floors, all that would come up, and probably put some kind of a hardwood and laminate down on that. The utilities, or the water heater and the furnace seem to be pretty good. The water heater is fairly new, doesn't look like it's leaking. So that is a good sign. The furnace looks fairly new. That's another great sign. And we won't be changing those out as long as they work properly. Now this is a closet here, a little bit of a waste of space up there, so we'll probably remove that. Just make one big giant closet, maybe put some shelves in there and for storage, because there's not a lot. This is a ranch. Okay, here's a bedroom, typical bedroom, nothing fancy. Wallpaper ripped off, skim coat the walls, paint, and get the nasty carpet out. Change out the doors to probably a 6-panel hollow door. Those are fairly inexpensive, 20 bucks at Home Depot. And another bedroom here, again, pink walls. These walls actually look pretty decent. Well, you know, a little patching here and there. And another closet with a little thing at the top. Not quite sure what we'll do with those. Maybe tear that out again. And here is, again, carpet that's got to come up. It's pretty gross. Going into the other bedroom. Again, paneling comes off. We will put sheetrock up and skim coat these other walls. Take that shelving down and just make it a basic bedroom. There is no real master here, which is unfortunate. We'll have to look into that a little bit more, see what we can do there. That window's pretty bad. I said earlier we're going to replace all the windows and make them more energy efficient. This here is interesting. The roof we'll see outside looks decent. It's old. It may or may not have to be done. I'm thinking it probably does, but this hole here is something we have to explore. If you can see, I don't know if there's pipes up there or what the deal is. There might be a leaky pipe, which we can fix very easily with a PEX pipe, rip the ceiling out, patch it, and redo it. All right, and then the carpet here has got to go. It's pretty gross and needs to be taken out. So hallway, just paint, fix change the lights out and all of that good stuff. The bathroom is interesting and dark. So hopefully this will come out in the video. Everything has been totally ripped out of here. I don't know what the deal was. We would basically have to do a full-on bathroom. There is no toilet, sink. I'm not quite sure about any of this here, so I can see some daylight here. We'll go in a little bit. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the kitchen pipe. So again, we'll have to go through all the plumbing. I see a little bit of water dripping on this faucet here. So, we got to go through the whole thing, rip everything out. That tub is probably got to go too. I mean, it looks actually kind of new, but we'll have to look at that. But in the budget, for the rehab budget, it's definitely redo the entire bathroom, gut it out. So that's going to be probably the biggest expense. And clean all the vents out. Again, just paint, touch up the walls, and go from there. So we will head outside now and take a look at the exterior of the house and show you some of the things that need to be done there. First off, we'll start with the gutters. You can see there's some soffit issues. Oh, and a little squirrel up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's probably squirrels living in the rafters, and that's probably what that hole was. Them digging through and just using the bathroom and all that good stuff. So all of the gutters need to be redone. The soffits need to be done. It is brick exterior. So I'll step back a little bit here. It is a brick exterior. So that's just, you can always just use acid and a brush, clean that up, make it look better. Garage door looks fairly new. It needs a lot of paint around the exterior, as you guys can see here. That's all going to have to be, power wash it to loosen everything, all the loose stuff off, scrape it, and then paint. Interesting siding here, but we're not going to mess with that. And again, gutters, those soffits need to be done. Take care of all of this. There's the exterior air conditioner, which has got to go. We'll take that out and try to patch it up to match. If you can't match it, you simply side the back of the house with a white siding, which is fairly inexpensive. All the windows, again, paint. Exterior doors have to go. All the doors, interior and the storm doors. Clean all that stuff up, put new stuff, new hardware on. The sill plate I'm a little nervous about. We've got some issues here. You can see there's some rot. Actually, quite a bit of rot there. But again, not sure how much of that is just surface rot. You can see my shadow. Sorry about that. And then all the rot there. So it may not be totally rotted out, but those are easily replaceable too with a good carpenter. Pull the soffits off. And then the side of the house, the same thing. The other side is paint. Take off those 2x4s up there and either throw wood up and paint it. That's the cheapest way to go. Or if you want to put a little bit more money in it, you can put what they call AZAC. That's the composite wood, which is rot proof. It's a plastic polymer material. And then the yard. Yard is fine. We don't have to do anything out here. Just clean it up. Fence is good. Take down the posts over here. We'll walk over. Landscaping is fairly inexpensive. Put some pop in the front, but you'll see here where the fence is. We got to take that out. Take those out and just leave it open. There's no need for that. The driveway is so-so. Not horrible, but may think about doing something with that. And that seems to be it. Except, like I said, the landscaping, we'll put some in the front here and make it look a little nicer. But you don't have to go crazy with a lot of landscaping and repairs and everything. You want to keep it simple and relatively maintenance-free. Nothing's maintenance-free, but relatively maintenance-free. And that's pretty rotted there. Let me get a better angle on this. You can see that. So again, the fascia soffits, they got to come out. That's probably another good size expense. So all in all, I'm going to run the numbers on it. I'm thinking probably in this area, 20 to 25,000 will get this house looking really, really good, and maybe less. Okay. So there's a little quick video, a little walkthrough on a house in Sylvania, Ohio. We're based out of Connecticut, but we do work in a lot of other markets. So I wanted to show you guys a house in a different market that's doing pretty well. This is Toledo. I was in Cleveland and Akron earlier, 2 weeks ago. So we're looking at houses in those markets too. Stay tuned for more videos and like us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.